guys, it's Ariel with Seattle Coffee Gear, and I've got another Christmas drink for you today. So we are going to be making some cold brew eggnog. Recipe is real simple. So what we're going to start with is in these two bowls, I've separated 4 eggs. So you've got your whites in one bowl, you've got your yolks in another. And it's really, really important that you separate them carefully. So if you get any yolk in the egg white, it's game over and it won't whip. So we also have a pint of whole milk. We have a cup of heavy cream. We also have 1/3 cup granulated sugar plus 1 tablespoon granulated sugar. We're also going to be using some of Batdorf and Bronson's holiday blend as the cold brew. And then we have nutmeg. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 1/3 cup sugar, drop it in the egg yolks, and we are just going to, a lot of whisking, whisk these until they are lighter in color. So they're going to thicken, they're going to get lighter in color, and the sugar is going to dissolve. Okay, so they're now lighter and thicker. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our heavy cream and our milk. We're going to get that whisked together. All right. We're just going to kind of let this hang out, and we're going to move on to our egg whites. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside. I've rinsed my whisk. You've got to get all of that stuff off. Now, the eggs were at room temperature, and that's important because you'll get the whipped air in there, and it'll fluff up faster at room temperature. It's much harder to do this with cold eggs. So we're going to get started. We're going to whisk until we hit soft peaks. So this will take a while. So we are at the soft peak phase, and you can kind of see that in the bowl. So the peaks are soft, so they're kind of falling over when you bloop them like that. So now we're going to add our 1 tablespoon of sugar into the mix. We're going to whip it up into the stiff peak phase, and then we're going to whisk it into our cream, sugar, and egg yolk mixture over here. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're at relatively stiff peaks, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy back into the picture, and we're just going to get everything kind of incorporated here. And the nice thing about the fluffy egg whites is once you've got those mixed in, yes, you've got heavy cream, yes, you've got milk, you've got a lot of fat in there with the egg yolks, but this kind of works some airiness to it, so even though it's kind of a heavy drink, it still feels light, and it just does really nice things for the texture. So you're going to kind of gently whisk it in here. You don't want to lose that volume, so you just kind of do this. It's not quite folding because folding won't incorporate it as well. You just kind of loosely whisk like this. All right. So now we are going to use a lot of nutmeg. So nutmeg is the primary flavoring component of eggnog. So we're going to do quite a bit. It's going to amount to roughly a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. Yep. All right. So we're just going to kind of gently whisk that. All right, now we have our eggnog. I go ahead and just pour it into my little toddy pitcher here. Okay, there we go. Still got a little left over in the bowl, but I'm going to drink it. Okay, I'm just going to pop my whisk down in here just to get it incorporated a little bit better. Now you'd want to chill this until it's nice and cold, and then you want to serve it in a glass. So we'll just go ahead and pour it. You can see it's nice and thick and fluffy. And then we're just going to top it off with a garnish of some more freshly grated nutmeg. Oh, that was a journey. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.